Hey guys, what's going on here? This is the Pepper Challenger 2 here with a video to all the people saying complaining about people being racist. And I've been a target of this particular situation. And for those who stand with their 100% opinion like mine, good for you. For people who don't believe in our dislikes, bad for you. You know, a planet such as Earth in a country such as America is where things you think that are right cannot be accepted for what you want them to be as. But I come from a country where people are narrow-minded, and they think that everything has to just happen by the snip of a button. Well, I myself have patience and stuff like that. Lots of people don't like me because, oh, I'm a racist, man. Ooh, I'm racist. Well, here's exactly what I need to give to you guys who think that this is going to be racist. So if you're African, Chinese, Asian, Korean, Mexican, or any of the above, do not watch this video, because this is my opinion to all of you minorities out there. You see, minorities are different colors of races. You got Hispanic, you got Caucasian, which is what I am, white. But most people these days, they can't take us seriously. Because, like I said, America is supposed to be a free country, for all. But some people just don't believe in it the way I do. Like, I don't know how to say this without being any disrespectful, but I myself do not like too many Africans at all. I don't like them, but I don't hate them so much that I want them to die. I just don't like the way they treat us. They call us crackers, ooh, and they call us pale pastrami eaters. They call us, saltines. That's racist right there. But however, I do not take that. Now, here is a little story that you need to know about me. When I was 4 years old, I had to come home from preschool to hear that my cousin, that I was very close to, has gotten shot by 4 African-American gangbangers. Until this day, I've never forgotten that. When I was younger, it gave me nightmares. I kept seeing flashbacks. But this is the leading cause to why I don't like African-Americans too much. First of all, the only reason I don't like them is because of this incident is the cops didn't do a fucking thing about my cousin who got killed for no reason. They just went to his house and shot him 5 times in the chest until he was dead. I'll say that. I still get depressed by this, which is why I am the man I am today. Now, some African Americans, like I said, don't watch this video if you get offended for what I'm about to say in this video towards your race or your culture, anything that has to do with that. Do not watch this video. But yeah, dealing with that was a hard thing because when I was younger, it was hard to cope with the death of a family member that I was extremely close to. He's been with me ever since I was first born. And then I'm just 4 years old, and all of a sudden, I hear that he got shot by 4 Africans in a gang. I didn't react so good to that. But what really pissed me off was how the cops said they would do whatever it takes to find him. And for all I know, they could be dead. They could be still around this country. They could be on the other side of the earth for all I know. And they didn't stop them like they said they would, which is why I lost all respect for some police, for our so-called authorities, which is why I support Anonymous, because our authorities are a joke nowadays. They tell us not to text, they do it. They tell us not to do drugs, they do it. Tell us not to, act, sexually engaged towards they are. Last week, I saw an officer who's probably in his 30s flirting with an innocent woman who is only 19 years old, I believe. Now, I don't know who his name was, but that is what I saw at Sheets last week. Although I just wanted to go over there and say, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Because, I'm smarter than that to just, because he'd probably arrest me. Oh. But the point where I'm getting is, our country is filled with backstabbers. I went to school with some. Trusted them. Now, don't even fucking talk to them. I don't. People need to like us for who we are, not for what we hate or dislike. Well, dislike's the more appropriate word, but for what I'm feeling is hate. Now on to that. And I think that everyone has the right to express their freedoms and limits. But, I don't like African Americans. I don't like Hispanics. Like Spanish, well, I respect some Puerto Rican and stuff like that. But, yeah. Mexicans, the illegal immigrants, I don't like that. People in Vietnam, I don't like them. Vietnamese, don't like Japanese, none of that. But it's my opinion, though, and I'm giving it to you all, so you know that your voice should be heard as well on this if you have a dislike for what I dislike as well. And I'm thinking that people that do dislike this certain particular race should have the right to express it, but in a appropriate way, like I do. Like there's not so many African Americans at my school. There's like 2 Puerto Ricans. Well, a couple of them, not giving their names out. Pretty nice people. But I just, I still think that whites, like any race, should be separated from the whites so it doesn't, start a riot. Because, slavery was a bad thing. KKK, when they were still hanging African Americans, that was horrible. The Nazis, Adolf Hitler, I didn't follow in their paths. But, yeah, thank you and have a great day.